Are you sick and tired of gambling your hard-earned money on Madden packs? Look no further than my sponsor, MMOEXP, for the cheapest and most reliable MUT coins on the market. And don't forget to use code Ferdy at checkout for 5% off. What's going on, guys? Today we got episode number 24 of the I Rate Your Team series. Of course, the series where you send in your teams and I rate them. If you want a chance to be part of episode number 25, make sure you're following me on Twitter. This week, I was late. 10 o'clock is when I posted it. I'm supposed to post it at 5. So I missed it by about 5 hours, and I remembered, posted it. That's why we're kind of down this week. So this week's on me. This week's on me. And I'll say I'm recording this a little bit earlier than I usually do. So this tweet didn't have much time to really marinate. However, there is definitely one 10 team in today's video because I saw it. I liked it. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm sure it'll pop up. So yeah, you know, it's there's definitely one 10 team in here. It's just a nutty squad. But let's just get started. Like I said, link in the description for the Twitter. Let's get started. The first team we have is my man Void's team here. He's got Woolen, he's got DRC, Rondé, Julius Peppers. Interesting team. Mike Evans, pass rush, really no one. Definitely spent his coins elsewhere. Like, yeah, okay. This team, it looks like, is it a team? I don't know if he's got a zero chill team or not. I honestly don't know. I don't think he has a zero chill team. This team's probably like a, it's probably like a 6'8". Like it's a higher 7, like no speed boost, very low quality cards in some spots. Maybe even like a 6'5", honestly. Next up, okay, this dude core's going, like you're telling me they're not paying him. You're telling me they're not paying him right now. Dude's got 4 bottles, bro. Oh, the Mountain Dew almost slipped in though. They don't talk about that. Y'all can't see it, but it's in the corner. Either way, full Buccaneers team. Mike Allstott at running back. Vita Vea, Calvin Ridley as a cheat, I guess. Interesting cheat, maybe because he got him for free. I know a bunch of them got rolled out for free. He's just using him there. Sherman, LTD, Evans, Rondé, Winfield, Neal, Derrick Brooks, Gronk, Shaquille Barrett. Their defense is really good. Kalijah Canty's actually a pretty good pass rusher with Vita Vea. Then you have Shaq Barrett on the other side, who's probably decent. You probably would want to cheat out one more pass rusher, but honestly, in like Warren Sapp will probably get an upgrade pretty soon, if I have to imagine. Like he hasn't had an upgrade since his first one this year, right? But I would give let's give this team a +2 speed everywhere. I think this team's probably going to be in like an 8-7, because there are some weaker positions, there are some weaker spots on this team. But yeah, I guess I'll give it more like a 9. Honestly, it's probably more like a 9. Next up, we got a full Raiders team. Just use offense for squads. All right, so let's rate his offense real quick. Full Raiders team: Darius Hayward-Bay, Derek Carr, Randy Moss, Jordan Reed. Honestly, this year, I mean, they're pretty good, but you know, the lack of like a Bo Jackson card kind of through the mid game of this year hasn't made the Raiders team as popular, but they're still obviously pretty good. You of course are going to get, you know, Jerry Rice could also maybe even make this list, maybe over Deshaun Jackson, make this team over Deshaun Jackson. But yeah, there you go. 90 speed Derek Carr, 97 speed Randy Moss, and 97 speed Darius Hayward-Bay. And then 96 speed on Deshaun Jackson. This offense, as far as just an offense goes, I mean, it's good, right? I mean, are you trying to get playoff cams in there? I don't know if you are. I can't. I mean, maybe you're a defense guy and your defense has playoff cams. Maybe that's possible. But it looks pretty good. I'm going to give it like a 9.4, 9.5. Obviously, kind of difference. I can't really see the defense. I'm getting, field pass, Jerry Rice soon. Yeah, that's going to be good. Next up, we got 27 Bucks with 26 Chiefs. Mainly around 6-1 and 8 slot on offense. I have the 94 playoff pack and my unopened 2. Okay, 94 playoff pack. I believe you can pick any of the cards. But okay, you're using Mahomes still. It is a Chiefs team, right? It is a Chiefs team, so I guess it kind of feels like you need Mahomes, but you have $1 million, right? You're using MVS. With $1 million, I would rather see you use like Rashee Rice's ghost card, or if you want to spend a little extra, Tyreek Hill's card. But I think Rashee Rice's card is probably better than MVS's. That MVS card right there. Deshaun Jackson for Buccaneers, Vincent Jackson for Buccaneers, also that running back who's pretty good. Michael Burton's good there. Tony Gonzalez. The one thing that does scare me is just the quarterback and MVS. That's really it, because you're using because you're using an outdated quarterback. The problem with using an outdated quarterback is, yes, Patty might play fine for you. The problem is you can't put any other abilities on the rest of your cards because you have no more AP. That's kind of the main thing. Yes, you get Set Feed and Gunslinger and whatever abilities you want to run, but you know, on some of the newer quarterbacks, you might lose 1 speed. I'm gonna say right now, you might lose 1 speed, but I would rather lose 1 speed on, you know, my quarterback than not use All-Star with his abilities, or Vincent Jackson with abilities, or Tony Gonzalez with abilities. whatever card you want to use on offense. I think that's probably a much safer spot. On defense, you got Raul Revis, Ty Law, Trent McDuffie. Are the Chiefs corners really that bad? Or am I... Let me see. I don't really know the Chiefs. I know they have Revis. They have the new Ty Law. They got no one else. They got Marcus Peters. Steven Nelson should probably be on that team too. Probably a good call. That's last week's. This is where we are this week. Okay, I'm going to exit this one out real quick. But, yeah, those guys definitely over Trent McDuffie. Level up your Ty Law. Eric Berry's got the new card. You probably won't be able to get him. But this team right here, it kind of gives me a weird vibe. I think it's more like a... What did I give? I gave this team... Well, like no, this team's better than that team. And this team's like a 9. This team's probably like a 8-3. I mean, closer to 7. Probably like a 7-9. 7-9, 8, somewhere in that range. Next up, we got a 45 out of 60 playoff team. And Chiefs defense. Okay. Chiefs defense is pretty popular. Obviously, Eagles, Chiefs defense. Pretty much what I run. Calvin Johnson, Calvin Ridley, Isaiah Pacheco. We got Josh Allen. We got Romeo Doubs. We got Travis Kelce's LTD. Wow. Okay. Offensive line looks solid there. Tristan Wirfs, Kevin Zeitler. Creed Humphrey playoff, obviously. Josh Allen at the helm. Darius Slay, Steven Nelson, Zadarius Smith, Alan McNeil with Jadeveon Clowney off one edge, Christian Harris off the other. Does he probably run 6'1"? He probably runs 6'1" out of Chiefs because that's why he's a pretty good user. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. But I just don't think using Channing Crowder makes sense, to be honest. I don't love using Channing Crowder. I'd much rather you make Channing Crowder your drop into 6'1" guy than it be Christian Harris. I think Christian Harris should definitely be your user. But Malik Hooker, Ryan Neal, Tariq Woolen. This team's pretty good. I'm gonna give this team like it is 50-50, right? No, 45. If you can get this to 50-50 playoff, that'll be really good because then you're getting +2 everywhere compared to just +1. You probably can fill in with some backups, whatever you got to do. I would try to do it. It's definitely worth it. 100% worth it. So try to build that. Try to get the +5 chems to the playoff team. I'm gonna give this squad. It's pretty good. I think it's like an 8. It's probably like a 9. I'm gonna go with a 9, 9-1, 9-2 maybe somewhere in there. That's what I'm thinking for this squad. Next up, we got. No, that's probably a little higher. Maybe a 9-4, I'd say. Next up, we have a Cowboys and Niners theme team. We can't decide on my 95 B&D player or my 94 playoffs B&D player. Okay, for your B&D player, I would probably go with. Oh, okay, this is interesting. Like Luck's okay, kind of the same spiel I gave with Patty earlier in the video. Where just the only problem with the card is his abilities aren't discounted, so you can't run AP on some of the other guys you probably want to. But this is not as bad there. Woolen, I would probably hold on to the playoff pack. If they do go, they probably will do one more week of the playoff promo. They probably will do one more week if I had to imagine, unless they might just do Super Bowl actually. So the playoff promo is probably done, right? They'll probably do Super Bowl next week and then Super Bowl the week after. They usually do. They're probably gonna do Super Bowl past next Thursday, and then the Thursday after will be the Super Bowl present, and the Super Bowl is that week. So, yeah. And by the way, if you do think the team's gonna win, if you feel like the Ravens are gonna win, build the Ravens theme team if you want to switch a theme team up, because the Ravens, whenever two teams make the Super Bowl, their theme teams immediately, like every year, pretty much have immediately gone up to S tier because of the amount of upgrades that they get through playoff promo and now through the Super Bowl promo. So if you build a team now, it makes more sense before the team's more expensive to build because everyone's doing it. You know what I mean? That makes sense. But Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson, as far as your B&D card, it kind of gets a little tough. I don't hate you going like with like an edge rusher, Zadarius Smith. Even Vita Vea, I don't hate. Even one of the corners like Darius Slay with the deep out zone KO, or even Ryan Neal, I don't hate either. I mean, you have options, or just go with an offensive lineman and play it safe. If you want to go down that road too, you could always do that as well. So I'm gonna give this team right here. Again, it's 25 Cowboys, 25 Niners. It's solid. It's pretty good. I would give it. Oof. Okay, I'm gonna give this team probably like a. I'm gonna go like a 9. I think it's like a 9 team too. Maybe like a 9, maybe like a 9-2 team, somewhere up in there. Because you got a good. Yeah. No, I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna stick with a 9. Next up, we have a full Eagles team. Full Eagles theme team here. What we have right now in 10 minutes. Eagles team. Both Eagles playable. Trying to get Jalen Carter and Reddick soon. Oh boy. So no Jalen Carter, no Reddick. Oh boy. Okay. Let me just check on Julio's speed one more time. Julio. Jones, 93 speed. So this is a 95 speed Julio Jones, and I believe A.J. Brown has the same exact speed. So A.J. Brown, Julio Jones, same speed. Miles Sanders, oh God. Deshaun Jackson is 94 speed with 94 Jalen Hurts from Zero Chill. O-line looks pretty solid. Let's see this defense. Slay, Douglas, Berry, Byards. Card is tough to be playing over the top. Harold Carmichael, Season 4, Ray Lewis, Shaquille Leonard, who's actually a pretty good card, to be honest with you. William Perry, Chris Jones in the middle. This team's pretty good. I don't know how, maybe a couple Eagles upgrades would be nice, like Brian Dawkins or a guy like that would be pretty clutch for this squad. But I'm gonna give let's give this team. This is only a 93 speed corner. Like, you gotta look at the kind of the players. This team's probably like an 8-5, even though it is full Eagles. Like, it's a full team, probably the lower full team ratings I'll give today. But that's how I'm feeling. Can we give some appreciation for the Madden 20 card art? These card arts were fire, man. These card arts were actually fire with the faces. They were sick, man. And like, they had like a bunch of they used to take like the cartoon arts. I remember like these arts here from like the NFL Instagram they used to take. Remember the Patty Mahomes Super Bowl MVP card art was fire. But yeah, the golden tickets just hit different. I mean, take me back. The gameplay was also just amazing. In my opinion, of course. All right, I can't really see this team that well because he didn't crop it. But 30 playoff team testing Hillis. Looks pretty good. Who's this? Is that Tillman? I don't know what card this is. I don't know. Looks like it's on the Browns. I cannot tell what card that is. Calvin Ridley on the playoff team. Try to get a Romeo Dobbs kind of guy on the outside there. We then got Ty Law, Revis. Okay, this team's okay. I might be missing some names. I can't really see that team that well. But I'm going to give that team probably like a 8-7. Pretty happy with doing that. Next up, we got A. Lopez's team. 25 Seattle, 25-0 Chill. Eagles offense. Chiefs defense, running Matt a beast at defensive tackle. And Reggie at right end. Okay, that's pretty good. All right. Seattle team looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Looks like he's working towards the Jerry Rice card as well. Josh Allen, Derrick Henry at running back. Shannon Sharp, Charles Cross, Darnell Wright, Joe Tippmann. I love what I'm seeing there. You got Randy Moss, Richard Sherman, Tariq Woolen, Kobe Turner, Ryan Neal, Mike Evans, Jordan Brooks, and Harold Carmichael with Matt Beast at defensive tackle, who is pictured, and then running left end Reggie White. This team is pretty nutty. I'm gonna give this team. It's pretty good. I love this Devin Hester card art, by the way. I think it's just so cool. But I'm gonna give. This team's probably like a 9-3-ish, 9-3, 9-4-ish, I would probably say. Yeah, I think it's around there for this squad. It looks pretty good. Looks like pretty good. Wait, let me see his user. Oh yeah, he's using Ray Lewis. Jordan Brooks' user is not great, but it is what it is. Next up, we got a full Ghost of Madden future with 25 playoffs. This team could be pretty nutty. Okay, there you go. Calvin, Hayward Bay +2 speed. Plus 3 speed, right, on those guys? Addison +3 speed. Darius Hayward Bay +3 speed. Calvin Johnson +3 speed, probably. James Cook's there. CJ Stroud. Wow. Okay, this team might end up. This team's on 10 watch right now. They're on 10 watch. Yeah, this team's gonna be a 10. Yep, 10. Edge rushers on point. Looks good. Jalen Carter. Rob Gronkowski as the user. You got Bo Jackson, you got Malik Hooker, you got Randy Moss, Devin Hester, Julius Peppers, Charles Tillman. He's a 10. That team right here is a 10. I think any combination of a Ghost of Madden future playoff team has a chance to be a 10 in my opinion right now. Or just full playoffs, obviously. Use Troy as I don't know, but he is a dog for me. In some reason, he just throws the ball a lot faster. Oh, Troy Aikman. Wow. If I were you, I would just go on mud.gg. Pull up Troy Aikman. His release is Slinger 3. I believe that is Josh Allen release. So then I would just go and buy Josh Allen. Yeah. There you go. Go buy Josh Allen, my friend. There you go. Okay? Stop using Troy Aikman right now. Go get Slinger 3 Josh Allen and thank me later. There you go. And you can run whatever abilities you want. Run the same abilities for all I care. You know what I mean? Run the gunslinger. Do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? There's a fix right there for you in about 2 seconds. Okay, I don't think he's got 29 playoff cams. Cover athletes is kind of there too. There you go. I don't hate you with this amount of coin count going to buy Calvin though. I really do not hate you going to buy Calvin Johnson with that coin count. Because I don't think Calvin's price is going to fall off too much. I really don't think so. So, yeah, I like you kind of holding on. I wouldn't hate if you bought Calvin with 8 million coins right now. I don't think it's actually an awful buy for your situation. If you had 2 million coins and you'd lose all your coins by going to get Calvin, it's a different story. But if you have that amount of coins, you already have this team built, I don't hate it. Pacheco at cornerback, I haven't seen that. But probably because he's just trying to get 2 deep out zone KOs to kind of lift. And then you got Randy Moss there, Malik Hooker's there. Calvin Harris coming off the edge is kind of crazy. Must be running 6'1" with the amount of linebackers and lurk artists on the field. Seems pretty good. Not bad. I'd probably give it seem like a 9-1, 9-2, somewhere in there. And we're at, no, but again, you have Troy Aikman, so I'm gonna give it a 9. If you make that Josh Allen, it could be a little bit higher even. All right, full zero chill team. Jesus Christ! I mean, the dude sent me more blinds than he sent me of his screen. I mean, can we use our heads? You know, I say this every time. You can take a picture on a brick. I don't care what your phone quality is, as long as it's horizontal. It just gotta be hard. Just take a horizontal picture. It's not like it's that crazy to ask. You know what I mean? But okay, full zero chill, so +2 everywhere. It's okay. Not the best zero chill team. You're kind of cheaping out in some spots, like, you know, Calvin Johnson being on the field, 94 speed. It's not bad, but, you know, it's not awful. I think this team's probably like an 8-8, 8-9 for this whole team. Should I switch to Ghost of Mutt Future? Yeah, I would definitely switch to Ghost of Mutt Future. And try to get your hands on like Randy Moss, for example. Other than that, I don't know, it's probably better. It's probably more like a 9 now. If you make a Ghost of Future team, it could be like a 9-5, honestly. That's what I'd say about that. I think someone just subscribed to the channel. Shout out to you. No team chems. I just got back from playing after a while. Jets 49ers D, about to get 94 Josh Allen. Just came back to the game. Okay, interesting. This is what I mean. This thing's taken on a literal brick, I think. I think he took this picture on a Wii. But it's still, you know, I can still see the card. It's all that really matters. Dude took the picture on a... Did he put a filter on it or something? Like, what the hell is it? What the hell's going on? Yeah, this team needs help. To rate this team right now, I would give it probably a 6. Doesn't look great. My things you should probably focus on is trying to build some kind of team for +1 speed. Try to build at least some kind of squad, and then just keep playing, bro. I maybe go. I don't know. I like you going for BND Josh Allen, but honestly, you probably still could win games with Mike Vick. Only no, not really. You need Seffi, in my opinion. Never mind. You need Seffi. That's not a bad choice. All right, 60 playoff team. This is not even the 10. We haven't even seen the 10 team I was talking about yet. I'll skip to it at the end because I want to show you guys. 60 playoffs. Use 4 DBs with Peppers at cornerback 1, 6'1". Kittle at slot receiver. Don't really run the ball much. Who's the best receiver back to get? The best receiving back to get is the Mike Vick. The Mike Vick card is the best receiving back in the game because he breaks the first tackle after the first catch every single time. And I believe it also has the best pass catching stats as well. And then that one Browns card was Cedric Tillman. I was right. Calvin Johnson, Zay Flowers, again, +3 speed everywhere on this team. If you like William Perry, good, stick with them. But I don't hate you going with a guy like Josh Allen or Jordan Love or one of the playoff QBs for the playoff team. But I think William Perry does play the best if you don't need a hot route master. Travis Kelce, though, is great. Offensive line looks pretty solid. I'm surprised that, I guess the offensive line's pretty decent for that team. We got Revis there, fully chemmed up. McDuffie, Slay. You could obviously go get a guy like Steven Nelson or someone like that and use him. Jair, who's probably a little bit too expensive, but team looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I actually don't think this is a 10 playoff team. I don't think it is. I'd probably give like a 9-8 though. It's still a very good squad, but I don't think it's a 10 playoff team. All right, we're gonna do these 2 teams right here. Then I'm gonna go find that 10 squad, and we should be at about 20 minutes here in this video. So here we go. Zero Chill Steelers squad. Pastronaut, Pickens, Mike Vick, Hayward Bay, Calvin Ridley. Everyone's kind of has that card because everyone got him for free, right? You got Sam Laporta up front. Offensive line looks pretty decent. Steven Nelson on the team, Joey Porter on the team. Okay, this is where the team kind of falls apart for me. Is the lack of a good user who you might have in second specialist. I don't know, but the lack of a good user. Besides, I guess you have TJ Watt and Matt a beast, but and Jalen Carter's pretty solid too. But the corners aren't great. This team's probably gonna end up being like a 7-9, 8, 7-6. And that's kind of crazy to say with some of the names he has on this team, but I think he's just kind of the secondary falls apart. And you should always try to build the offense. Build like as long as you have servable players on defense, you should then try servable players on offense. Then you should try to build your defense up. That's what you should always do. It's always the most important thing. Next up, we got a mud squads only defense. Let's see how good the defense is looking. Okay, if you're only doing defense, try to save up for a guy like a Randy Moss. Try to save up for a guy like a Jite. Try to go watch my cornerback tier list and try to save up for one of those top tier guys. I'm over like a Calvin. I like Tariq Woolen still. Will Anderson solid. Good guys up front. Josh Allen probably the user with Carmichael. Maybe 3 users. I don't know. Maybe you're running 3-3. I don't know what you're doing. But it looks pretty solid. 2 deep. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. Solid defensive team. Let's do one more team since that was only like a defense. No team chems. Oh boy. Okay, this team. Oh boy. Okay, this team's probably like with like Mark Clayton there and stuff. Very solid though. I'll give you that. Andre Reed's kind of phased without team chem. This team's probably gonna end up being like a 7-5, 7-6 is what I would probably say for that squad. And we've just enough time to show you guys. I want to show you guys this team that I saw. I like the tweet. This one right here, Zach Young squad. He's got 75 million coins. That's crazy. But then he also has a 60 playoff team with a 30 Ghost of Future team. Are you serious? This team is absolutely nutty. Calvin Johnson is the best receiver in the game. I think Deion Sanders is still a top 3 wide receiver in the game. Zay Flowers, he's also great. You're going to have elite speed on this team. You have Derrick Henry, which is, of course, comes down to preference. You could use Pacheco. You could use Cook. You could use no, I guess those are your only options really for this team. He does have 1 extra chem from playoffs. Like I said, could use a cheat there if you wanted to go pay inhalers or something like that, but it's probably preference. So if he likes him, he likes him. Offensive line looks pretty good there. Kittle, he's got Kelsey there too. He is Stroud, right? Yeah, Stroud's there. Just making sure. He's got Randy Moss, Jay Alexander, Darius Slay, Nick Bosa, Vita Vea, Ryan Neal. All the good playoff cards. The best user in the game, in my opinion. Jalen Carter, Reggie White as well. This is a easy 10 team. One of the best teams I think I've seen this year. This is no holes, just insane. 75 million, can do whatever he wants. I don't know why this guy's. He must just love the gameplay. You know what I mean? You must just get on and buy the cards. Like this team's crazy. This team is absolutely nutty. So shout out to Zach, the best team I saw on the tweet today. Just a crazy team. It's just a crazy squad. So of course, a link in the description if you want a chance to be a part of episode number 25 every Friday. I try to do it at 5 p.m. It was a little bit late. I try. If I ever forget, just remind me on Twitter. You always can do that. But yeah, as always, I will see you boys in the next one.